What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video of a day in my life as an aircraft maintenance engineer. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I do on a daily basis as an aircraft maintenance engineer. Today I'm actually working on an Airbus 220 and I have a snag to rectify, which I'm going to be showing you guys the whole process. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be changing the EMA, which is my electromechanical brakes. Unlike the other aircraft which are hydraulically operated brakes, the Airbus 220, it's an electrical operated brake. And to know the position of which EMA you're going to be replacing, the numbers are actually engraved on the brake assembly, and it's a really easy one. This is my first time doing it, but it's really straightforward.
All right guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do before I can remove my EMA is to retract the EMA I'm going to be replacing. Since I know my EMA that I'm replacing is the left side outboard, I have to retract it so that way it's possible to remove the EMA, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to retract the EMA. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is to go to my status, but before I can do this, I'm going to switch to my maintenance switch, and once I switch that, then I'll go to my status, data. I'm gonna go back to So from here, then I'll go to my LRU system check. Since I know my EMA is chapter 32, it's going to be in landing gear. So for this test, I'm going to use my BDCU2. As you can see, I have different sections. I have the all brakes RTS. I have my EMA retraction function test. I have my beat test, my left inboard brake test. I have my left outboard. Then because we're doing the EMA retraction function test, I'm going to go to my EMA function test. Here you can actually see the precaution. So the first one says ensure the aircraft is chocked. So 1 second. Release the parking brake. Retraction, it's about 1 minute 40 seconds. These are the reference for brakes. Brakes on, aircraft weights on wheels. Ensure the engines are off, and I can actually see all the qualification for that test. So once I'm done retracting the EMA for my left board, I'm just gonna put my brakes for my BDCU system. So I know my BDCU is 32. So as you can see, my EMA for my forest and retractor, so that way it's pretty easy to move this. And as you can see, this one is still working. I just retracted my left outboard, so that way it's easy to move. Alright guys, so I just installed the new EMAC. So now I just gotta put it back to service. So I have to retract the EMA back to service. So all I gotta do is go to my maintenance. Just give me a couple seconds. Alright, so since, as you can see, we have so many options here, but since I removed the left hand hardboard brake, so now I'm gonna do my RTS test for my left hardboard brakes, EMA, sorry. So all I gotta do is click the left hardboard RTS brake. Now you read the warning. So the aircraft has to be in chocks, brakes release, test durations like 5 minutes, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Parking brakes on, weight on wheels, engine status off. Then I'm gonna do my test. So once I do the continuing test, I have to go downstairs to check to make sure the actuator retract. So I'm gonna do my test right now, and I'm gonna go downstairs to physically check the brakes. So now I'm gonna start the test. I'm gonna go downstairs and check the brakes physically. It's gonna take 5 minutes. So test in progress. Now I'm gonna go downstairs to check the brakes physically. As you can see. So now I know my test passed already. I'm just gonna continue. Exit. So after doing this, now I have to isolate my BDCU. So basically I have to test each system separately to make sure each of this system works separately, and also once I do that, that will clear my brake fault. So what to do this, I have to, so for my BDCU1, if I want to test my BDCU2, then I have to remove the breakers, the cycle breaker for the BDCU1 to test the BDCU2 separately. Then I will do the opposite of the same one. So basically after doing that first test, then I'm gonna remove the cycle breaker for the BDCU2, then I'll put the breakers for BDCU1 back, and I'll do the test over again. So I'm just gonna go on my cycle breaker, my status, system 32. So I'm gonna put my CDC1 out. Then we're going to do our test on BDC2. On our retractor test. Same thing, I have to go downstairs to physically check the brakes to make sure it works properly, and I'll get back to you guys. So once I'm done doing the whole test and retraction test, I have to measure the gap between the brake pad and the piston. So the gap, in accordance to the AMM, the minimum gap you should have is 30 thou and the max is 90 thou. So right now I have a feeler gauge of about 31 thou. I'm gonna see to make sure that at least the minimum, and I'll feel the gap. So okay, so 31 thou goes in really smooth, and I can feel a little bit of gap, just a little bit of drag. So I know definitely 90 thou is not gonna fit it. So we good. Alright guys, so the last thing I'm gonna do right now is my brakes function test. So I have to check all the brakes, and the whole purpose of this test is to do to check the force for the brake pad and the piston. For these aircraft, for the left outboard brakes, the minimum value should not be less than 10,200 foot-pounds, and I have my AMM reference here. And for the rest of the brakes, the minimum force should not be less than 9,000 foot-pounds. In order to do the function test, I gotta go to the same way, go to my maintenance, my LRU, then I'll go to my landing gear, then I go to my BCS. Then here I have my brake data. This is where I can see all my data for my brakes. I can see my wear data, I can see my temperature, and if I go to the next page, now I can see the force applied. So this is my left outboard brakes force applied. It's my left outboard brakes inboard, right inboard, left outboard, and this is for my pilots, and this is for my co-pilots. So right now, as you can see, no forces applied. I have the whole value right now is 0, and that is because there is no force applied. If there is if the value is more than 200 pounds and there is no force applied, then I gotta do my retraction test all over again, and that is because that means a piston is actually touching the pad. So right now we're good. The value is not more than 200, and so now to do the test to check the force of this brake, I have to apply force on the pilot side, and I'll do the same thing on the co-pilot side. So right now I'm just gonna apply force, and you're going to see how the value is going to change. So right now I'm applying force. As you can see, the minimum value for my left outboard brake is not less than 10,500, so we're good. And I have to check the whole value for the rest of the brake. They must not be less than 9,000 foot-pounds. So right now everything is looking good. As you can see, the value is, it's pretty good. Then I'm gonna do the same thing for the co-pilot side to make sure everything is working properly. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the replacement of the EMA. It's a really easy stuff to do. Actually, this is my first time doing it, but yeah, it's a pretty easy job. It's not that bad at all. You just gotta be patient and be able to read your AMM, and AMM tells you the whole operation. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If you guys found this video really helpful, as you guys don't know, my name is Peter. I'm an aircraft maintenance engineer. I show you guys what I do in the day in my life as an aircraft maintenance engineer. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love you guys.